Who was the Buddha? The Buddha wasn't a god or a mythical figure. He was a real historical person named Siddhartha Gautama, born around the 5th, 6th century BCE, roughly 2,500,000 plus years ago, in what is now southern Nepal, northern India. He was a prince from the Shakya clan. He grew up in luxury, shielded from pain, aging, sickness, and death. At age 29, he encountered the four sights: an old person, a sick person, a corpse, and an ascetic, which shattered his illusions and made him realize suffering is universal. He left his palace, wife, and newborn son, the Great Renunciation, to search for an end to suffering. After 6 years of extreme asceticism, which almost killed him, he realized the middle way: neither indulgence nor self-torture. At age 35, sitting under a Bodhi tree in Bodhi Gaya, India, he attained enlightenment, became a Buddha, awakened one, after defeating inner doubts, temptations, symbolized as defeating Mara. He spent the next 45 years teaching across northern India, building a community, Sangha, of monks, nuns, and lay followers. He died, entered parinirvana, around age 80. His teachings were oral for centuries before being written down, and they spread across Asia, evolving into different traditions. Core teaching: the Four Noble Truths. This is the Buddha's first sermon and the absolute foundation of everything. Think of it like a medical diagnosis. 1. Truth of suffering, dukkha. Life, as we usually live it, involves suffering, dissatisfaction, stress. Not just big pain, also subtle unease from change, impermanence, not getting what we want, getting what we don't want, being separated from what we love, etc. Everything conditioned is unreliable and eventually slips away. 2. Truth of the origin of suffering, samudaya. Suffering arises from craving, thirst, tanha. Craving for pleasures, for existence, for non-existence, for things to be a certain way. This craving and attachment and ignorance keeps us stuck in the cycle. 3. Truth of the cessation of suffering, nirodha. There is an end to suffering possible. It's called nirvana, nibbana, complete blowing out of the fires of greed, hatred, and delusion. Peace, freedom, unshakable well-being beyond conditions. 4. Truth of the path to the end of suffering, magga. There is a practical way, the Noble Eightfold Path, more below. The Noble Eightfold Path, how to actually practice. This is the prescription. It's not 8 steps in strict sequence. They support and develop together. Grouped into 3 categories: wisdom, panya, right view, understanding, seeing reality clearly, impermanence, no permanent self, 4 noble truths, cause and effect, right intention, thought, commitment to renunciation, goodwill, harmlessness, opposite of greed, hatred, delusion. Ethical conduct, sila, right speech, truthful, kind, helpful, no gossip, slander, harsh words. Right action, no killing, stealing, sexual misconduct, basically non-harming. Right livelihood, work that doesn't harm others. Avoid trades involving weapons, intoxicants, exploitation, etc. Mental discipline, concentration, samadhi. Right effort, actively cultivating wholesome states and abandoning unwholesome ones. Right mindfulness, clear, non-judgmental awareness of body, feelings, mind, and phenomena in the present moment. Right concentration, developing deep meditative absorption, jhanas, through focused attention. A simple daily starter practice many beginners use. Try to keep the 5 precepts, basic ethical guidelines. No killing, no stealing, no sexual misconduct, no false speech, no intoxicants that cloud the mind. Do short mindfulness of breathing meditation. Anapanasati. Sit quietly 5 to 20 minutes. Follow the breath at the nostrils or abdomen. Gently return when the mind wanders. Reflect on impermanence, kindness, metta, or the 4 noble truths during the day. Major branches. Quick overview. Theravada. Teaching of the elders, oldest surviving, focused on individual liberation. Very strong in Sri Lanka, Thailand, Myanmar, Cambodia. Mahayana. Great vehicle. Emphasizes compassion for all beings. Bodhisattva ideal. Postpone full nirvana to help others. Include Zen, Pure Land, Tibetan traditions. Vajrayana. Tantric Tibetan Buddhism. Uses advanced practices, mantras, visualization. Builds on Mahayana. For a complete beginner, Theravada or general secular introductions often feel most straightforward.